the Rams have been a consistent threat for years now.
Yeah.
You have a quarterback coming off of an MVP season, probably two in a row if we're being realistic. He probably could have won it the year before too, but for the sake of argument, just the most recent season, MVP season.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of plays away from getting to Super Bowl. If they were in the Super Bowl, they would have won Super Bowl. Let's make that clear. It wouldn't have even been close. Just a couple bad plays and it gets on top of them. The biggest thing for me, beyond all of that, beyond the incredible seasons, beyond the commentators saying that they've been solid for the last couple of years, beyond the quarterback being incredible, is the head coach's reaction.
Mm-hmm.
When Sean McVay reacts the way he does to them picking a quarterback, that's when you know that they're in a bad spot.
Yeah.
There's no level of excitement. You have a team whose offense is already unstoppable. Two receivers that can get three passing or rushing or receiving touchdowns a game very easily if they wanted to. Listen, I know Puka's been in and out of rehab or whatever. We'll get back, buddy. You
Yeah.
can get off the streams first of all.
Yeah.
Before
Come
you
on
do
this
anything else.
one, but
Come on this one.
nobody
Stay away
else
from
is.
the woman for like a year. Take a little vow abstinence for a
Yeah.
year from women because you need some help.
Yeah. Be celibate for a bit. Take some time
So,
off.
just a little bit. So my confusion comes with, again, you have a solid offense already. The defense could use a little bit of help. No, let's bolster the offense some more. I understand the point you made before about like you need depth. If the quarterback gets hurt, you need someone to step in for him. I just think this was a really bad pick. And for them to, again, like if I'm a
Bad pick
franchise
being Ty
quarterback,
Simpson, first round pick, 13.
yes, Tyson, yeah, first round pick, yeah, first round. You have your pick in, like you have like the bin is still full of apples. You can take any apple you want, and it sends the wrong message to the franchise quarterback as well, in my opinion. And again, this is only like I'm a guy that's been watching the league now for 2 years. I look at it from more of like a mental or emotional point of view. How do you receive your team taking a young QB when you've given them the best season possible, being nearly like 40 years old?
Right, but in the beginning of the year, everyone was thinking it was a clone because he was in a metal tube for 3 weeks in training
Right.
camp and had back problems, and we didn't even know if he was going to play, let alone start week 1.
Yeah, but he did. Not only did he play, he gave them the best season I think he's given them to date.
And he was debating about whether retiring or not at the end of the season.
Right.
So it's like, in my mind, as a Rams fan,
Mm-hmm.
in the moment, yeah, I was pissed because I would have got Ruben Bain Jr. in a heartbeat. I was like, we're getting Ruben Bain. Like,
You could probably name 5 guys you would have taken first.
dude,
so.
for sure. Wide receivers out the galore, like an offensive tackle because Robert Hyvenstein has been injured and we've had like problems in the offensive line. So like getting a young offensive tackle to me would have been great.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what this pick says to me. We're getting AJ Brown or we're getting George Pickens.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you pick Ty Simpson in the first round as the Rams, that means to me that the third wide receiver problem that we had last year, where we didn't really have a third, or you have faith in Zaire Smith
Yeah.
as your third wide receiver. Or you're also like, we're doing mainly 13 personnel. Do we even really need depth in the wide receiver room? So getting Ty Simpson to me, very frustrating in the moment because I definitely would have got Ruben Bain in a heart. Like for me, it would have been like, I was like, we get Ruben Bain here, we win the Super Bowl. In my mind, like we get Ruben Bain, we win the Super Bowl. Like he wasn't taking it all, and he was sliding and sliding. I was like, dude, come on. But here's where my justification kind of comes into it, not just the fact of adding depth, but the fact of pissing everybody else off in the league by taking the second best quarterback in the first round. Here's why. We take Ruben Bain. The Cardinals come back in to later half of the first round and get Ty Simpson. 1,000%. Or the Steelers take Ty Simpson. Or somebody else who needs a quarterback. I think people are trying to say, like, oh, Ty Simpson's not that good, blah, blah, blah. But if another team took him in the first round, all of us would be like, that makes sense. Because they need a quarterback. We don't need one yet. So getting Ty Simpson now is very much like, yeah, we're building for the future. We don't need a first-round player on our roster. And I can agree to that. We already solved our problem, was cornerback. We were one cornerback away from winning the Super Bowl. We retained a majority of our key pieces on offense and on defense. You know why? Because we draft them or we sign them because we're a good organization. We're not pressed about losing this player, having to go, like release Cooper Kupp. We got Devontae Adams. Hello? Devontae Adams retired. We're going to get A.J. Brown to help someone help Puka. Or we're going to get George Pickens. Or we're going to have to draft somebody later or in the back half. We got C.J. Daniels. I'm happy about that pick, especially because like C.J. Daniels was one of my favorite players to watch. And at least we got somebody from Miami. Because, bro, I was really hoping for Ruben Bain. If it was me, I would have drafted Ruben Bain 1,000%. However, me 5 years down the road could be talking completely different. That's the best part about the draft. You don't know until you know.
True.
Because if Matthew Stafford gets injured week 4, now the Rams are a genius for having Ty Simpson prodigy in the back to be a backup. If Matthew Stafford stays healthy the entire year and we win a Super Bowl and he doesn't play a snap, it was a waste of a pick. I agree. But we don't know. And so in that regards, I let go of the emotions and just have learned. I've been a Rams fan for over 10 years now. Trust Sean McVay. Trust Les Snead. That's all I can do.
Yeah.
So I'm not happy about it. I would have preferred Ruben Bain. But I don't think the Rams were the biggest loser in the draft in this division. If I had to say, I would think
it's a loser in general. That's who I was referring to there. Not even the division, just in the draft in general.
In general?
Yeah.
I want to say the Falcons. I think the Falcons did nothing for themselves. I think they just, realized they didn't have any top picks in the draft, and we're just pretty much grasping at straws. Also, don't have faith in Kevin Stefanski. Another one you could say Seattle, trading out of the first round.
Yeah, I mean, defending champions. It's hard to talk bad about them.
Yeah, but then. Well, welcome to the NFL, brother. When you win the Super Bowl, the Eagles won the Super Bowl the past season. How'd they do this year?
True. They did fine, but they were the worst team in the NFL to watch.
So, and they had drama built about their offense not being efficient. So
yeah, I wonder why.
Defending Super Bowl champ. That's why a dynasty. If you win 2 back-to-back, bro, that's why Patrick Mahomes is in a different conversation, because winning back-to-back is very, very. No one has won 3 times in a row in the Super Bowl era. So winning back-to-back is impressive. Winning once is impressive. But what happens usually the year after you win the Super Bowl is why people like dynasties are met by just 2 Super Bowls in a row, not winning 5 or 3 NBA championships in a row. It's the fact that you can get there because all the injuries that happen in the NFL, not because of load management, because of people's foot falling off their ankles, and no more injections can keep it together. And so to me, it's like Seattle could have done more for themselves, especially because I don't know, their defense is really good, but the offense is still questionable to me, especially after losing Kenneth Walker. You had Charbonnet, good for you, but interesting how that's going to play out. And the Rams had a good back. Like, I believe in the Rams' back half of the draft. That's why, like, if you look at their star player, Puka Nacua was a 5th round, 3rd round pick, 4th round pick, 3rd day pick. He was picked on the 3rd day. That's all I know. And now he's so famous that he had to go to rehab.
Yeah.
No one thought the kid from BYU was going to be this good of a football player, and he was. And so there's other teams in my mind that could have done better. The Bengals could have done better. I think maybe getting some offensive alignment for once would have been nice, but I think the Rams lost the first. If you were talking first round specifically, out of all 32 teams, yes, the Rams lost in the first round. I give you that, because other teams that left the first round or traded their first round pick for either Jalen Waddle, Dexter Lawrence, like they got something for it that helps them win right now, and the Rams pick is definitely for the future.
It's more of like a safety pick.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm not against that, especially after what happens last year. And the biggest loser in general, like I said already, was the Falcons. The first pick that they traded for to get Pierce Jr. I mean, the guy's had a bunch of legal fees and problems off the field that, like, he hasn't really played well in the NFL and barely has played any games in the NFL. So that's why I have to give it to the Biggest Losers, definitively to the Falcons.
Yeah, fair.
Who's the biggest winner for you? I didn't see this.
I mentioned the biggest winner. I have two here: the Giants and the Bears.
Yeah.
I get it. All eyes are on the defending champion. All eyes are on the Rams. All eyes are on, the Jets because of the amount of picks they're able to acquire. I feel like the Giants made tactical picks though, and they have a hungry quarterback. Watching Jackson Dart, whether you like the Giants or not, you can't help but root for the guy. He is someone who, the plus five, plus five, plus five. He's always going to go for those extra 5 yards, even if it means putting himself in danger. So watching them play is going to be fun this season. On top of that, the Bears, they were living on a prayer, for honest, in multiple games.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams pulling out a miracle so many times. Now that they have those, they've added more solid pieces though, and basically every position on the board, they won't have to rely on that anymore. They can just play solid football and win games definitively, not by 3 points.
I agree. I mean, it's going to be very exciting to see those two teams play out. I mean, they had potential in the later half, one in the playoffs, one in the back end of the season. And so having that experienced head coach is definitely going to make a difference. And those young players are willing to put their bodies on the line because they're so inexperienced in that aspect of the game. It's definitely a big help. If I had to pick a biggest winner for the draft, I mean, it's definitely the Giants, Browns,
Yeah.
and Tennessee.
Okay.
I think the AFC dominated the draft. I would throw the Cardinals in there just because they got Jeremiah Love and didn't do something stupid with that third round pick and secure their run game for the future. However, that's the thing. You already have James Conner, so why get Jeremiah Love? That's also very interesting. So
Yeah, I mean, they have 4 running backs on the payroll. 4.
Yeah. So getting Jeremiah Love was kind of like, I don't know what that. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, could have done something better with that overall. But still a good draft, securing that for the future for sure. But to me, it's Cleveland, Tennessee, and the Giants. Has to be. Now, let's talk about, before we get into the players to watch, I'm curious, who is the team that you're locked in for the year to watch because of the draft, because of the moves they made in this offseason? You were a Raiders fan.
Yes.
Transition to the Texans because you love defense.
Yeah. Love the defense.
So you saw the Texans being the best defense in the league. Your first time fully watching the entire season. Yep. And also gambling on football. Money. So you put your money where your mouth is, and you also usually bet on teams that you like, as down most people. Down 1,000 all time. So what team are you what's your dark horse team that you're riding on this season that you're locking in for the rest of the year, that the entire year we're going to be bringing it back to this team you mentioned was going to be good this year? What team?
It's going to be, I mean, I have 3 right off the bat. The Bears. The Bears are going to be great this season. I love that, last season there was that narrative of, how long until the pen drops? The Bears are good right now, but how long until they stop being good? Or how, they're just good for right now, but they're not a great team, and they proved everybody wrong consistently.
Yeah.
Shout out Hannah Montoya, Chicago native. Don't forget it.
Chicago.
And then, of course, the Giants. I love watching them this season. It was like almost like watching like a fictional movie where you have a guy, running, puts his helmet down, gets smashed on the helmet, goes to the tent, and the coach is like, "Get your ass back out there." And he was back out there within 2 plays.
Yep.
And you have Russell Wilson. Poor Russell Wilson. Seems like a decent guy.
Yeah.
Fans booing him. Get him out of there. He's not prime time. He doesn't have any swag. He's lame. He's a fucking dweeb. Get him out. So I'm excited for the Giants this season. With Dart, Scatterboo, the pieces they've added, I think it'll just be a fun team to watch. Whether they win or lose, I don't see them losing more than 7 games. They're gonna have a very solid season as a result of that. And then who do I have for my third one?
So far you're locking in. So
The
who?
Bears
The Bears,
and
the
the Giants.
Giants, and then who's the third team you're riding on?
Bears. This is gonna be crazy.
If
Give
you
me the Raiders. Give me the Raiders.
He's back on the Raiders train.
Listen, I'm still a Texans fan at heart, no matter what. But I want to see the Raiders succeed, and I want to see Mendoza succeed. This is a kid that people people that don't watch football love this guy.
Yeah.
So if he is able to do well, it'll do so much for the league in general. But it's also someone that seems like they deserve it based off the little I know about him. So I want to see the Raiders do well. More importantly, I want to see Mendoza do well.
Yep.
I want to see him prove the haters wrong. As much as I am a hater of Sanders, I want to see Mendoza do well. And I want to see him prove the haters wrong. And I want to see the Raiders have a season that they deserve. Max Crosby deserves to have a good season. All the shit he's gone through
Yeah.
repeatedly. So if they could do well, if they can hold together, Raiders winning 10 games this season, minimum.
Wow, that's your 10-win team? Is the Raiders?
I mean, I have multiple 10-win teams. Give me the Giants, the Bears, and the Raiders. 10 wins.
Okay. For me, I mean, I only picked one, but if I had to give three, because the team like I'm really gonna ride for and lock into is the Cleveland Browns. I am a Shedeur Sanders lover. Obviously, you are the hater, but I am a Shedeur Sanders lover, and having Todd Monken run the offense is a bonus in my eyes because he doesn't really rely heavily on the quarterback, and that's going to help Shedeur Sanders in the long run to progress at his own pace and learn the game at a slower pace and not feel like your coach hates you because you don't know this coach. And also, Todd Monken wanted to draft Shedeur Sanders, so having that all wrapped into one and getting Casey Concepcion and Denzel Boston, I mean, I love that for the Browns. So I'm definitely going to root for the Browns. 10 wins? I don't know, but I'm rooting for them. I'm watching them. My second team, if I had to pick, would be the Tennessee Titans. Already, because of Brian Dable and Robert Salah being together. Cam Ward, loved watching Cam Ward play. Simmons is a defensive tackle, love that. Carnell Tate is a wide receiver from Ohio State, have to see that. He's been talked about being a pro. I didn't watch college football, but I heard about Carnell Tate before watching college football this past season because he's that good of a wide receiver. That's why he got taken 4th overall. And then I have to pick I'm picking the Raiders as well. I'm on the Raiders bandwagon, bro. Let's go, Fernando. Let's go, Fernando. I am a Fernando fan, and I like the head coach hire too. So excited for those. I would say 10 wins. I would say out of those three, give me the Titans. Give me the Titans getting 10 wins. That would be my ride or die team for sure. But I'm also keeping an eye on Cleveland and the Vegas Raiders because they got some good signings. But can you make that team work? Like when you add a bunch of pieces, it sounds good. You can throw sugar, chocolate, flour, vanilla, all in a bowl, and those ingredients make cake. However, a little bit too much vanilla, a little bit too much sugar. Now everybody's saying this shit sucks. Like, so curious how that team gels as with the Raiders for sure.
And if they do it all.
And if they do it all with the new head coach, but the head coach seems like an offensive genius, so curious to see how that goes. All right, let's hop into the last part of this episode. Thank you for all who've stayed this long. YouTube video will come out of this, cut up into different segments.
Yes, sir.
So watch out for that. Appreciate all the love and support. Your boy is on a steady schedule, so this is his first official week. This is my first official week on the new job with my hours. And we're going to try and be as consistent as possible with bringing content with you guys now because now I have enough time and energy to do that. So watch out for the YouTube video to drop tomorrow. And then we'll have a variety stream on Sunday as well.
Yes,
so watch out for that. We're going to be doing Slay the Spire 2. Friday, Saturday. Friday's editing day. Saturday is touch and grass day. And then we'll be back on Sunday.
So let me just say one thing as well.
Go ahead.
To those of you watching or our future commenters, whatever you want to call
God, yeah, the comments when we talk sports.
Step into the arena Be the man in the arena.
Yeah,
In the
man.
famous words of Roosevelt, for someone that's quick to say, "How about that Cowboys pick?" Interesting take. What do you have to say about the Raiders now, buddy? You are scared to share your opinion because you are one of the cold and timid souls
Yep.
that neither knows victory nor defeat.
Yep. Preach it.
Step into the arena, share your opinion. We want to hear from you. Obviously,
Yeah, of
we're
course.
quick to share our opinion. We're putting ourselves out there, and it's funny. Sometimes I'll be honest. Sometimes I'm wrong. I can't be more wrong.
Yeah.
But that's the love of the game.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you do it.
We
So
lose
when you,
money on this shit.
I'm spending thousands.
Thousands.
It's a 15 leg parlay. And I'm like, how did that not hit?
Like, what are we talking about?
These were all locks.
But when you comment, drop your fucking phone number. You know what I mean?
Don't-
Like,
Drop an opinion that isn't just you saying you were wrong.
Right.
Buddy, I know I was wrong. I lost money.
right. We know the bank account feels it. We take the hits.
Tell me what to do next time.
Come by the
That way
live
what-
stream.
Come by the live stream. We'd love to hear from you guys, obviously. Be the man in the arena. Speaking of the man in the arena, players to watch. The man that stepped into the arena. The man that, I hate the pretty boy complex in NFL. The players that would rather look pretty and look cool than just be in the fucking dirt.
God, you're such an elitist. Go ahead. In a weird way, like you like nice things, but you hate bougie people.
Exactly that. You understand it.
I do understand. I'm the same way.
There's a player that's in this draft
Mm.
that was born in the darkness.
Oh yeah, dude. Yes. This is a player that we both like.
Born in the darkness. There are
Wow.
players who will step into the darkness, and there are players who will avoid it. Some even adapt to the darkness. And it's only fitting that his name is Bane. The moment this guy has a play of any capacity,
Oh yeah.
I'm jumping out of my seat to celebrate him.
I'm betting the over on his sack total for this season and rookie defensive player of the year. What are we
Easy.
talking about?
I've already locked it. DraftKings asked if I have any pre-orders. That's my first pre-order. I'm letting them know right now. And there's something to be said about people that are like, oh, he's just doing that to like look cool or to do this. Like, every player's looking in the mirror, putting the hat on, and this guy just walks by and grabs the hat. But you can tell the difference. You can tell when a player does that out of like wanting to look cool or look a certain way, and when a player is all business. Bane is all business.
All business.
He's not there for the fame, not there for the glory. He's simply there to make someone question, why am I doing this?
Yep.
Why am I in this league?
Short arms.
These, you said one more time?
Short arms. What? They don't matter.
Yeah, that don't fucking
They
matter.
don't fucking matter.
We're talking about a Ray Lewis type of guy.
Oh
that
yes.
will hit you once and you're
Yes.
like you're avoiding him the entire time he's on the field.
Yeah. Hopefully they play in Baltimore. I would love to see that guy play. I
Oh,
would
my God.
love to see that guy play.
Incredible.
I'm piggybacking off of that. Players to watch. First being Ruben Bain. I love I was reading when I saw the part where you said Bane is the opposite of that, and what a name too. Other players adapt to the darkness or even avoid it. He was born in it. The dude slid from 3rd overall to 15, 16, and grabbed that motherfucking hat, put that shit on, and said, "Yo, who's next? Who the
Who's
fuck is
next?
that?" He also got Todd Bowles, a defensive genius, as his head coach. Yeah, I wanted Bane so bad as a Rams fan. I am jealous that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers got another good draft pick because they got Emeka Mbuka, who has turned out to be a phenomenal wide receiver.
Yes.
And now, to the point where you let go of Mike Evans, who's had 1,000-yard seasons every year he's been in the league.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get Emeka Mbuka, who is like, cool, Mike Evans, we love you, we appreciate you. Keep your 1,000 yards. Did you see this guy? And then
the
you
road,
get
buddy.
the fucking guy who slid so far in the draft that he's pissed. He didn't care who took him. He just wanted to be taken. And the Buccaneers got themselves a good one in Bane. Definitely watching for that. Curious to see what his number is going to be. But Ruben Bane Jr., man. Oof. What a player. Who is your second player?
My second player, and I have love for this guy because he has the instant transportation ability. Caleb Downs, man.
What a
I
steal.
had a chance to actually watch some highlights because I'm not really as much as I love defense. I'm not watching an individual player on defense. I'm watching a team on defense.
Yeah, we gotta
This
get
is a
you
different
a film
case, though.
subscription. This year, you're watching film.
Yeah, this is a little bit different though. He is someone who is on all portions or positions of the field at all times. He is someone that you can rely on to make the tackle somehow in the backfield, even as a safety.
Yep.
He's hungry for the ball. He wants to be there. And what ends up happening as a result of him is that other players are forced to tighten up. A Cowboys defense that has been lackluster, especially last season,
Yeah, man.
now will have moments where they will rise to the occasion, just as he has.
I agree. The Cowboys really got to steal with Caleb Downs at 5. Like, what a steal. 5, 6? Forget. But getting Caleb Downs, man. And he's also another guy that people talked about being a gold jacket type of player.
Yeah,
So it's like, for them to get him, and in that when you lost, or when you feel like you already lost Diggs on the secondary, like where was he last season? Who knows? But
who knows?
and then he got traded to the Packers. So filling in that hole with Caleb Downs, a Cowboy, yeah, that's scary. That is very, very scary. My second player is Sonny Styles, baby. Him going to the Commanders with Dan Quinn. What a situation for him to go into. And they're in DC. Yeah, I'm taking the train to go watch Sonny Styles play because he's that good. He's that smart. And I think he's going to be a starter immediately, especially with Dan Quinn telling him what to do. Watch out. This guy's going to have a green dot on his helmet sooner rather than later. And I, as much as I wanted Ruben Bain, whoever got Styles, oh man, I was jealous
You're in
of
a good spot.
because
You're in a good spot.
another thing that I wish our Rams did was draft a linebacker because our linebacker core was kind of weak last year. If besides this cornerbacks in our secondary, our linebacking core was kind of We got a good guy, one, but and Landman, but he just had a good first half of the season. The rest of the half of the season, he wasn't really there, and we paid him early. So I wish we got a linebacker, but if I had to pick one, I would have got Styles 1,000%. Whether they put him at linebacker or put him on outside, curious to see what Dan Quinn wants to do. But in my eyes, he should have a green dot on his helmet, and he should be the middle linebacker for the Commanders. That is the quarterback of your defense. You got JD5. Now you got Styles. I think the Commanders are going to be very, very good in the long
If
run.
JD5 stays healthy,
Oh,
they'll be
brother.
fine.
Final player who
Final
we
player.
each picked to watch this year. I'm going to go first because you've already talked about him. I didn't pick the team, but I definitely am rooting for this player. As someone who has rarely seen a Latin player go first overall, let alone a Latin quarterback, I'm watching Fernando Mendoza like a hawk.
Yeah.
I am going to root for this man like no other, like he's Shedeur Sanders. Because not only from where he comes from, but who he is as a person and how he plays the game of football. If you watch the College Football National Championship, the dude didn't ball out, but he did everything he could to win that game. And a lot of people are like, well, Ty Simpson's the better talent, and I'm glad we drafted him. Hopefully it pans out in the long run. Don't want to hate on any player on the team unless they have a bad game. But Fernando Mendoza going, like, he didn't play that well in those big games. It's also like, well, who was his talent on those big games? You have to think about that. Like, how many of people on his team went first round, second round overall? You know what I mean? So now him going to the NFL and having guys who will make that back shoulder catch easily or, catch those contested catches, it definitely helps him out. Tom Brady, Kirk Cousins, and a running back and Gentry going number 2 last year. All-star tight end and Max Crosby on the side. Vegas showed their hand, and it was a good one.
It's a good one. Got a full house.
Vive Mendoza.
Yeah, I mean, my original third pick was Makai Lemon, but I'm leaning more towards Mendoza. Like, I'm gonna be watching him like a hawk too. He's just one of those guys that like is for all the reasons that I hate Shador Sanders. He's the reason like I love for Mendoza for them. He's a humble guy. He just wants to win. He's not flashy. Don't know if he even wears a chain. Like that's not the most important thing. But he's just out there to play football, have fun, and win games.
Mm-hmm.
As much as people like after that one game where he had the interview and his voice was cracking and he was crying the whole time, like yeah, I just love this game so much. Like that's all you need to see in a guy to know that you want to root for him. And
Yeah.
I'm rooting for him so much. And
Yeah.
everyone else should also be rooting for him.
Oh yeah. I think people were saying that like, oh, like, he's only a first round pick because the Raiders are picking. Sure, whatever. But how many first round picks did other people pick that didn't pan out? Like,
Exactly.
if it wasn't for the Bears, Caleb Williams having a great season this year, as he deserved to do and as good as he is, people didn't like him either
Exactly.
because he painted his nails.
Oh, brother.
And so now the painted nails shits on the Eagles. Does the
Real part all of a sudden.
Jordan back off the feet, no feet on the ground throw, and the narrative changes. So Fernando Mendoza, he goes out and just keeps doing what he's doing. Very excited to watch the Raiders. I will watch the Raiders a lot. Don't know how they'll do in that division. That is a tough division to play in. You got the Chargers, you got the Broncos, you got the Chiefs. Somebody in that division's always making a deep run in the playoffs. So hopefully it's the Raiders in the future. I don't know how close in the future, but Patrick Mahomes versus Mendoza will be a fun game to watch.
It's a fact. And whether he does well this season or not, I'm not going to hold it against him. I'm going to give him 2 years to get to the place where he needs to be.
Yep. As you should for most rookies, especially quarterbacks. Now, disclaimer: we don't know. This is all just stuff we talked about, looked up, wanted to discuss with you guys, things we wanted to do. Like David said earlier, fucking comment, but have some gumption. Let us know what you guys think.
In the arena.
Get your fucking foot on the ground and speak it with your chest.
Foot in the arena, and if you fail, at least you fail valiantly.
Mm-hmm.
Versus being again one of those cold and timid souls
Yep.
that does not know neither victory nor defeat.